Hello everyone and welcome to another episode on the Reloaded server. We're up to episode 11 and we're starting things off as usual in our base where not really much has changed. We did, as you probably hopefully saw, went sand mining for about an hour and a half and even more just to gather about 20 shulker boxes of sand, and I've been slowly smelting that up. Now obviously I did run out of lava because that is one of the resources I need a lot to smelt up. So yeah, that was a bit of an interesting experience trying to find that again, but we'll leave that for the time being. So I haven't actually done much work on the server because today is actually a Sunday, I think, and as I'm recording this anyway, I was out most of the day that I would normally be recording, which is Saturday. So yeah, a little bit of stuff that I need to do, but I don't really have much of a plan for today's episode, so we'll see what we get up to. First things first, let us continue to have a look at this glass melting progress. Now I've already done 8 or something shulker boxes and they're now for sale because that is one of the things that seems to be selling quite a bit. I think I've made about 5 or 6 shulker boxes of glass and they have completely sold out at my shop. So yes, that is something I think I will keep doing. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my food, which is here. I think. There we go. So, what I have done in the meantime is build up this little thing. It took me quite a while to find enough dripstone or pointed dripstone. I actually had to go over to Pure Scarlet's base with their permission to find a bit of stuff. And so, this is now dripping away, getting myself quite a bit of lava, which hopefully will fully fuel my smelter addiction at the moment. So what I'm going to do is, for the time being, let this smelt up, collect up the buckets as they come through. That looks like the second lot of buckets has started up, which means I can put the third lot of more fuel in and send it going away. And that means I can also get the next lot of sand out of its containers and into the input, ready to go away. So this is, I think, 3 or 4 lots of what do we call it? Sets of sand. So hopefully that goes quite a bit, and I should be able to get myself quite a bit of glass. So I'm going to leave that for the time being, and see in a few hours or a few minutes, see where we're up to. While I'm still figuring out what I want to do, I thought I might as well come round to the post office or post boxes and see if there's anything in my post box. Now it turns out quite a lot of people have put in their post boxes, and it seems that mine actually probably needs a bit of an upgrade. It's gold, I think, but yellow on the red doesn't seem to work too much. So quite a few people have put in things, and it turns out someone's got junk mail, so yeah. Anyway, but no junk mail. So we've got a fair bit of things. We've got a bit of an advertisement for armor stands, and we've got an exit warranty. Would you like to talk? Oh, come on. Not car warranty. I just had to renew mine, and that's really expensive. Grr, junk mail. And shop at sells this Snorlax. I think I already do shop there. And 8 diamonds from Little Chibs, so Little Chibs has quite a bit of stuff. I put diamonds to give away. Do we just put our heads on these things? Because I could probably find my own head and put it on one of these things if I wanted to, I guess. We'll figure that out. But let's have a look at our stores. I don't think we've got anything. I don't think we've got anything in our stores at the moment because I just checked it. But we have almost fully restocked our shop. Actually, looking at this new TNT shop from the side actually looks rather weird. I've only seen it from the front and the back, and it actually looks pretty good from the front or the back, but from the side, not so much. Okay, where is our stores? The glass shop is the one that's done the most business, so let's have a look in here first. And no, unless someone's bought some of the coloured glass, which I don't think they have. No, so I don't think this is going to sell much at all, so I might eventually remove it from sale. But the 7 glass lots should net me, what's that, 56 diamonds, so that should be quite a bit. Alright, let's put this away and then we should be able to get back to our base, because we do have an idea of what we're going to do next. Let me just quickly get all the stuff done. Actually, while I'm in the shops, I think there is another netherite shop which has just opened, and I think it's this one. I do need netherite, and I can't really be bothered going to mine for it. So, what's that? 1 for 24. I presume that's 24 diamonds, and not 24 is 1 diamond. And I just need 2 to max out my armor. So if I get that, and then that is 2 lots of 8. No, I need a lot more than that, don't I? I need to put in a lot more diamonds than I thought, actually. This is turning out to be quite an expensive trip. So if we go 24 there, and it looks like someone's actually nearby. Let's just quickly go into there, 24. Oof, that is quite an expensive trip. So I am nearly out of diamonds again. But we do have netherite, so we should be able to get a netherite and fully kit ourselves out, or at least kit ourselves out in full netherite armor, at least. I'm not going to bother doing the tools for the time being, since those can't be replaced as easily should I lose them. Alright, so now I'm back at my base, and I've got an idea of what I want to get started with. So I've got over here a bit of a super smelter with design, and I don't really have a lot of room to play with the amount of facing that I've got here. Even this thing here, I think it's 2 blocks tall or 3 blocks thick, which isn't going to be quite enough for me to play with here. So, and the same will be here. I could probably potentially push these things back a little bit more to give myself a little bit more room, but what I'm thinking is just a little bit more of a storefront here. So I'm not quite sure yet what storefront. And then on top of it, I'm going to build a bigger skyscraper. So going from between here, that last block on the markers, and then the block over here somewhere. And then from there, possibly we'll go out 4 or 5 blocks, and that will probably be enough room for me to put in a road starting, say, about this line here. And that, if I am correct, should give me enough room to play around with the entrance of the stadium over there. So a bit of planning around that. So quite a bit more work to be done. So I'm going to figure out what kind of small shop thing I want here. Might just be a convenience store kind of shop front, and then or maybe even a grocer. That might be a good idea. So I can do something similar to here, push it back a bit, and then have some greenery here to represent all the fruit. So I can have some apples in there or some other things like that, and then go on from there and have a skyscraper. So I haven't yet worked out what the skyscraper is going to look like, but the storefront over here shouldn't be as hard. So I'm going to figure out what I want to do here and then build it. A little bit later, I've got myself what I think is a somewhat decent storefront. I'm not entirely happy with the way the cloth goes up or the way the entrance looks, but overall, in fitting with the McDonald's next to it, the red, the darker red over here, and then the lighter red with the mangrove and the mangrove, fences and the trapdoors, I think work well. And then I've put a spot of yellow in here just to break it up. And of course the green as well. So I think overall it works, but it does need some kind of color up here. I'm not quite sure yet what to do. Maybe if I put if I put mangrove trapdoors or something there, that might give it just a little bit more view. Or maybe if I put mangrove slabs and the quartz stairs, that might work as well, just to make it look like the cloth is going into the building a bit more. Let's just quickly fix that up. And looking at that, I think that does look quite a lot better, especially from afar. If we just turn our back on it and walk away, it looks a lot better like that, I believe. I did try with the acacia, but it's just a little bit too bright. I really need a red between this and this. But that's not quite available at the moment, at least not without texture packs. And with texture packs, I'm going to sort of destroy everything else I've got built up, especially with this building and this building here. So I'm probably just going to leave it for like that. So now I sort of probably need to tear that down, actually, if I'm honest, and then figure out what I'm going to do with the skyscraper going from here and then up to possibly around there or even more. So a bit more thinking to do there. After a little bit of thought and exploring one of my old worlds in Bedrock Edition, I decided to go with a rather simple pattern once again. So what it's going to look like, if I can actually get up here and onto the level itself, is a mixture of this, what is this, the cyan terracotta and the black terracotta, which I bought from a shop. I think it's called Terracotta Lotta or something like that. So it's going to have like this inset a little bit, and then behind this one, inset even more, will be glass with not glass, it'll be blue ice or ice with blue glass here. So I think that will look pretty well. I just need to get the actual pattern set up and then be able to copy it across. So what I will do is quickly set up one of the patterns and then duplicate that across all the way here using a time lapse. So here, let's get into it.